Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of the Greenway Farm Let's Play. So as you can tell, we're at the shop at the minute because we need to buy some seed ready for the contractors to come in and be putting the winter barley in for us in on field 18. So we're going to buy 5 of these, I think. 3, 4, 5, and then we're gonna take them over on our trailer, leave them on the trailer, and then load them into the contractors when they get there. And I said we'd provide the seed and the fertilizer because we've already got some fertilizer. This just makes life easier. Right then, so yeah, let's just load up. We probably have to put the first few double layered, I think. I'm hoping the straps work fine with these bags, because if not, we're in trouble. We might get away with it anyway, I don't know. Only one's in, oh well. Right. There isn't very many because it's only one field, so I don't see that we need any more than this. We might do, we'll see how we go. I wouldn't have thought so anyway. I knew I bought these pallet tines for a reason. No, we need them for wool anyway, so. Oh dear. We'll just grab that bag. Pallets have never worked quite right on this game, I don't think. Oh dear, I'll lock that on before we go any further. This is why it's easier to use the just dump them in the trailer like I did with the fertilizer, but as we're gonna put them straight in, I figured I'd just use them like normal pallets, but when they don't want to play ball. Okay, that wasn't quite what I wanted. We'll just have to put it on upside down then, I guess. But we can do that, that's be better. There we go. Right. Let's get that on. So, I did say in the last episode that we were doing straw for muck. Although some of you may have noticed, I'm not sure. But that we don't actually have any straw. So what I think we'll probably end up doing, not 100% yet, we'll probably end up doing is I'll go and sort of work for them for a little bit just as payment for the straw. Whether that's okay with them, I'm not quite sure yet because I haven't spoken to them about it, but I would imagine it is. Not 100%, but we'll see. So let's put this on here, and then I've just got one more that I'll probably just take with the I don't know, pallets aren't always that safe to leave on the tines. I'll just stick it on the trailer just to be safe than sorry. Strap that down. If I can get to it, that is. There we go. Tines are in the way, should have pulled back a bit more. Right, shove this one on. And then we're away. So what my plan is for this episode is the contractors are going to be doing their thing, drilling the barley for us, and we're going to go and mow for second cut. Yeah, it's second cut, and on all the fields we're going to do some silage bales, so that we can sell them for money for cows. So that is the plan. Right, we'll just jump down with these bags then. Right, probably best put some beacons on as well. Right then. Right then, just pulling into the yard. So we'll stick them down. No, I think we'll leave them up here. We'll leave them up here. Easier. There we go. I can stop there for the minute. Didn't mean to press that button. And we'll probably do the fertilizer first. So I'll just put the bucket on. Yeah. So I have to move the Ford out of the way. The spinner on. Just for the minute, I'll probably just stick it in that little patch there with the bales. Yeah, that's the thing with having a tight yard. You've got lots of things to move all the time, but it is a nice thing, I think. Oh dear. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, not quite sure. I've had it do that before. But anyway. Right, that's fine. We can just pop in the shed. Oh dear. Right, and so what we're going to do just before they come down, we're going to go and drop off our baler up at their yard, because we going to buy some wrap off them, and yeah, I'm going to buy some wrap off them because I want to do it in a different lot of colour, so I know which ones are to be sold. So yeah, we're just leaving the yard and heading up there then. We'll just drop it off in the workshop and head back down. We should hopefully be back before them, not quite sure. There they starting out. We should get to this next gateway here. There we go. Looks like they're on the way. Oh well. Let's just grab the door. And we're just going to put it in the workshop, and they'll sort us out with some wrap. They buy it in bulk, so it's cheaper for us to just buy it off them than it is for us to buy it off the supply straight off. So there we go. Let's get back. Yeah, so they're going to be drilling with fertiliser, and then we'll be putting some fert down in early spring and late spring, because it's harvested in midsummer, I believe. Because what am I indicating there? I do not know. Should know better. Oh, where's he going? I don't know where he's going. We were going to fill him up. Okay, I'm going to guess he's filled himself up. It does look that way. Oh well. In that case then, actually thinking about it, we're going to need this tractor because we're going to go mowing. I'll have to move that forward again, because that's where I put the mower. I'm going to guess he's put fertiliser in. Oh, saves us a job. Right, grab the Ford. With hindsight, I should have just put it here, out of the way, but anyway, that's hindsight for you. There we go. So we're gonna go over to field 19 and mow. So yes, this will take a while, so I will probably just do a headland or so, and then jump a bit, I should imagine. As we've got a see, I think we've got access to do for the fields for a year when we rented. So I think we'll be doing all of the fields, including the ones that we rent. So yeah, so we should be a fair few really. And yeah, anyone who wants this mower, hasn't got it or wants it, then it is available on the official website. So yeah, it is a nice mower really, good size for this sort of let's play really. I think I know a lot of farmers that would have something like this. Not getting too close to the fence really, just so that I can come back round again once I've done my headlands. So there he is, drilling our winter barley. Not the nicest field, that one, for hills, a bit all over the place, but I'm sure I'll manage. I'm getting a bit low on fuel, not needing some yet, but we're getting low. Did have to top the 8340 up already. Whilst we're doing the stacking, called in on the contractors on the last load, and got some fuel then. Should be a good yield. Looks reasonably good really. It is 3-stage fertilised, so it should be good. So what I shall do then, I think, is probably come back when we're on the runs. It's probably a good idea, 'cause it does take a while to do it like this. So yeah, see you guys in a bit. Right then guys, so we're back now then. Just finishing off this set that I've put in here. Yeah. So Contractors about halfway as well, so good really. Wouldn't have thought it'd take them too long now, because they've got pretty serious sized drill. Now it wouldn't be necessarily the best to be drilling straight into the stubble, but because we've got well, we haven't got the contractors are using a combination drill. They're able to drill straight into the ploughing because it's got like a cultivator on the front. Yeah, just put in another set here. This is a fairly tidy, sort of very comfortable this tractor is with this mower on. It's certainly not struggling at all. To be honest, the HV40 could probably manage this. Well, definitely could. But it does give us the option to have a front mower on in the future, so should we wish. and you would need this tractor for the baler really. Could have gone for a smaller baler, but then you're into wrappers as well, and I just thought it might be nice to have something that bit bigger. The TW will come in more so when we're sort of feeding, but it also the raking and tedding I mainly use it for as well, and obviously the fertiliser. Yeah. So yeah, this is pretty much me. We're just going round and round like so. Once I get a bit wider down the middle set here, I can go outwards from the set rather than inwards for that block on the right. As many of you will know, but not necessarily everyone has agricultural experience who watches the channel. Would be quicker to have butterflies or something like that, but we don't really need it. We're only a small little farm. You know, you never know. We might expand out and get lots more fields. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, or if we get to it. I did have a slight oversight on my part. I realised partway through this field that I hadn't checked the forecast. Now fortunately we are dry tomorrow as well, so hopefully if we can get the mowing done this evening, then we'll be able to crack on with the raking and the baling tomorrow. Doesn't matter if they go in the field whilst it's raining, as they have plastic around them. Not ideal. They would start to sag. Wouldn't affect them in the game itself, but not ideal in real life. But you know, it does happen. If you want to get them in before the rain comes in a short spell of dry weather, then you can leave them wrapped. It wouldn't do them any harm. I'm expecting pretty high yields out of this, really, looking at it. Should be nice. I'll probably go once more down here and then we'll start to bring out this middle patch. So we'll turn left at the bottom. I'll probably do a couple of fields. Well, I don't know. Probably just finish off this field for this episode, and then I'll do them off camera. And then we'll come back for probably put the raking and the baling in one episode. That really need to be split up. As it is one day. So he's just finishing off his headlands by the look of that, and then he'll be going. Yeah. went for barley in that field because we'll be able to obviously sell the grain. Well, we'll be selling the grain ourselves. Whether we need to borrow some shed space off the contractors or what, I'm not entirely sure. May even just sell it straight off. But we went for barley because in game that is the highest price, and I believe it is slightly higher. It's not. Sorry, it's not the highest price. It's the it's higher out of wheat and barley, which you obviously need for straw. Although there are other crops such as oats, which I'm not 100% on the price. I do believe it's lower, not 100%. But nonetheless, we're going for winter barley. Obviously, we'll get straw off it as well. As I said before, we're not 100% whether we're going to use the all the other three that we had this season, the other three fields off the contractors. But looking at this stack, I was expecting more off those fields when I baled it. So we may do 4 instead. It just depends when we get the cows, because if we get them early on, then we'll get through more of this straw. Whereas if we get them later on, we'll still have some straw left at the end of the season. You are also able to harvest the winter barley earlier because it's obviously had longer to grow. So that's added bonus really. Get more done afterwards. Yeah, so we'll go that final pass and then we'll come back up here and then just go around this block until it's done. There he is, he's finished off. So hopefully he's not taken much extra fertilizer or seed with him. Inevitably you do end up putting more in there than you need, otherwise you'd end up having to go back again. Away he goes. Tell me what you think of the contractors coming in. I think it is a nice realistic sort of thing for small farms like ourselves, because you don't have all the kit, and equally to rent some. We do have probably have. I'm not quite sure if this tractor would pull it, but you would be able to pull a smaller one certainly, if we were renting. But it is significantly more expensive to rent than to get a contractor in and drive, which might be questionable. You know, you might question it given the fact that they obviously bring a driver with them, but it is still cheaper for them to do it, and you get more from it because you don't have to do it yourself, just because you're only renting for such a short period of time. It's very expensive. Whereas if I was drilling for a whole season, drilling a sort of a large amount, then renting would be cheaper. Just depends how long you're taking it for. But it might be something we'll look at if people want us to do stuff like that. or even buy a small drill in the future. Let's see where we go. It's nice to have that arable field, really, because it is that bit extra income, and if necessary, if we do go into pigs, we've got some grain then, because they do require grain as one of their things, which might be something we want to look at. There's a couple of smallish arable fields just around the pigs, so if we do go into that might be a good idea, so that we can grow the crops that they require, although they do require a wide variety. Not too much longer now. I think the rake will take 3 of these swaths, although some places where they're closer, such as the outside, where you haven't got full width, it should take 4. Although I'm not too bothered about that on the outside, because there's only 5 swaths anyway. Not quite sure how much the contractors will have charged us for that field, but I shouldn't think it'd be too much, given that we paid for the seed and the fertilizer, and they'll send the invoice, and I'll let you know in the next episode. Alright then, guys, just a few more passes. Just thought I'd try some in-cab. I hadn't actually done any in-cab mowing for a while, so not going too badly really. Just following the previous swath. Easy enough when you're on straight runs really. Ooh. That's not good. Just overreactive for that bit there, so what, we can go back in. Next one should hopefully get the lot. So let me know, guys, in the comments what sort of things you want to see in this Let's Play. I'm hoping to keep it going for a while, so we should get through a fair few things. I did think about possibly doing some maize or something like that when we get further along. Whether we just do it in that field we own, or whether we rent an extra field, or whether we've even got extra fields by then anyway, I don't know. But I did think about that. Do some pit silage. Obviously we've got the pit there, currently got the bales in it, but I'm sure we can either fit some into the shed at the bottom, or whether you've got space in front or what, I don't know. Whether we have to rent a bit of space, I don't know. Might have to go outside for a while. I do not know anyway, but it's a long way off yet, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'll just grab this little bit because it does, the field kicks out slightly at the top. And there we go. Knock that off. Fold it up. And there we go. Folds up pretty compact already. Right then. I'll be going on to the next field, which will be field 14. There's no one around, yeah. And yeah, probably just pull up to the field, get up that way, and then we'll just leave it there. There, so you know where I'm going anyway. So we did actually do the hay in here, so you know what it's like. Let's grab the door. There we go. Open it up. Oh, yeah, there we go. Right. This is our field. Well, it's not ours. This is the one we're doing. Yeah, we rent this one. Okay then guys, thank you very much for watching, and hope you enjoyed. If so, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.